All right, greetings, Trailblazer fans. Thank you for the wait. We're here with Wesley Johnson, newest member of the Portland Trailblazers. First off, Johnson.
He went to Minnesota.
Look at me. I'm already first time talking to you. And I've already screwed it. Wesley Matthews. Excuse me. Already ruined our relationship here. We're getting off to a bad start. I hope you don't.
No, we're gonna start a new chemistry.
Okay, there we go. Good. So. Wesley Matthews is here, and we're going to take some questions from you guys. So first off, congratulations. Just kind of your initial thoughts on being a member of Portland Trailblazers.
Excited. The fans here, the support here has been tremendous in the few hours I've been here. And, I'm just ready to get back to work, ready to get in the gym, and ready to keep getting better.
We've also had a lot of fans from Utah on thanking you for your service in Utah and saying lots of nice things about you as well. So I know you had made a point of mentioning Utah fans being good fans.
Yeah, they've been great. They've been great to me. The whole organization has been, and I'm thankful for the opportunity that they gave me.
So let's just get some questions here real quick, so we can get the fans' perspective here. Mitchell wants to know, how do you like the Portland area? I know you haven't been here for too long, obviously, but what have you thought about it so far? And he says he's also very excited to have you here.
Appreciate that. Is it Mitchell?
Mitchell, yeah.
Appreciate that, Mitchell. I don't really know much about the Portland area yet, but I will. And I just know it rains a lot, but that's better than what I'm used to.
Sure, yeah.
From the Midwest, from Wisconsin, snowing all the time. So I mean, it's on the up and up here.
We appreciate that. Yeah, and it doesn't rain that much here. I mean, obviously outside it's not looking fantastic today, but it doesn't rain that much.
See, I'm used to it looking like that outside, and there's snow on the ground.
Yeah,
and it's 0 degrees.
So we don't get too much snow here. Maybe
I'm okay with that. I'm okay.
That's good. That's good. Dirty Socks wants to know if you have any cool nicknames you would like Blazer fans to know, or should they just make one up for you?
They can make one up. I don't like giving out. I mean, making up a nickname for yourself. It's not my style. The one that they gave me in Utah though was the fearless one. I think that's how I play.
Yeah, that's good. Talk about your style of play too. Obviously, that's what kind of earned you this contract and even a chance to go with the Jazz. What can fans expect to see out of you night in, night out?
I'm not afraid to compete. I'm not afraid to succeed. I'm not afraid to win. I give it all for my team, for my teammates, for my coaches, and I love winning. I love competing, and I'm always going to get better because I'm always going to work, and I'm young.
And you're young too, yeah. So it's still, I know. I feel like in some respects people assume that maybe if you didn't get drafted, that's kind of it for you. And obviously, there's plenty of guys in the league who are making it after going undrafted.
There's a whole bunch of different paths to get here, and mine was the undrafted route. Some get drafted first round, some get second round, some have to go overseas. But as long as you work, as long as you believe, you can get here.
Great. Eric wants to know, why did you go with number 2 for your jersey?
Eric, I was originally 23 at Utah. I wanted to change it to 11, but 11 got taken. So I just decided to go with 2. 1 and 1 makes 2, I guess. No real reason. No reason.
So you're not obviously one of those guys that puts like a real premium on his number.
I would have liked to have number 11 or number 23, but I'm gonna try to make something else with this.
Yeah, exactly. Might as well. Besides, too, it's new merchandise. People got to go out and get their number 2 jerseys now. So with Matthews on the back, not Johnson. That's because
he's in Minnesota.
He's in Minnesota. Yeah. Let's see here. Kevin wants to know what attributes do you think you're planning on bringing to the team, and just in general, how do you see yourself fitting into the squad?
Whatever I need to do, to help the team win, to make this team better. I'm always going to bring the defensive end, shooting, rebounding. There's a lot of things that I can do on the court, and I know a lot of concern is my size, and Brandon Roy's the 2 guard, and I understand that. But can I play the 3? And I think that we can play at the same time. And I know Nick is young and he's got a lot of talent, but I just think that there's a lot of things that I can do to help this team.
Kristen wanted to know, how was the fan reception at the airport, and were you expecting that? I know it's kind of I think Chad or Mike had mentioned that you might have been a little surprised to have
I was definitely surprised, and it was great. It was tremendous. It was more than I could ever imagine or ask for, and I appreciate that more than the fans will ever know. But it was definitely a great feeling coming into this, because it's uncertainty.
Sure,
it's a new team and all that, a new city, but for you guys to open your arms up to me like that, it feels great.
Yeah, I think you'll find that the Blazer fans are kind of That's one of the things they do. Some people might kind of call it small town, but for us, it's you guys are only thing in town. We really appreciate
Right.
the having you here. So let's see. You mentioned Brandon Roy. Dave wants to know: do you plan on shutting down Brandon Roy in practice?
Every day. Every day I plan on it. And I'm sure he plans on scoring on me every day in practice.
I'm assuming you guys are probably playing together quite a bit in practice as well. So
yeah, I'm sure we will be. But at the same time, that competitive edge, I'm sure, I hope that's what they respect me for, and I respect them for the exact same thing.
Kind of assuming that, let's just say that the Blazers didn't have anyone on their team right now, and you're coming to the Portland Trail Blazers. What position do you see yourself in? Are you a kind of person that like has a real set idea about what position they play, or is it more you get in where you fit in?
I just play. I play basketball. Whatever needs to be done, I'll get it done. Or I'll try to get it done. I didn't have a position in college. College I played the 4 spot. In high school I played the 3 spot. Now in pros I'm a 2. It's just I don't really know. Set numbers are get just tossed around all the time. But if you can play, you can play.
I can't find it here, but someone asked a question about you playing against guys like Kobe and Carmelo in the playoffs. What did you learn playing against those guys, one in kind of the high-level playoff basketball, and just in general, how do you consider yourself a defender? What kind of attributes do you think you bring on a defensive end?
It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. You grew up watching those guys, and now you're playing against them on the biggest stage basketball has to offer in your first season. And it was a lot of fun. I have to first say that. But, defensive, it's just an attitude. It's a toughness. It's skill. It's breaking down what the tendencies of the offensive player. But, just not allowing anything to be easy. And it's just a mentality.
Yeah, people say, you can't completely shut down a guy like Kobe or Carmelo.
You just have to try to make
right,
it
make it difficult for him, yeah. Would you agree, though, you can't shut those guys down? Because I guess in certain...
there's no shutting guys like that down, especially when they have the ultimate green light and, they're going to get up the shots that they need to get the points that they're going to get. But you just have to, but if you can make them shoot 25 times to get 25 points, then you did your job. Granted, they still have 25 points, but it took them 25 shots to do it.
Do people ever mention to you that you don't really seem like a rookie or a second-year player? Because, you seem very poised and you seem to have a confidence about yourself that I think sometimes you don't see out of younger players.
I just love this game, and I hear it a couple times, but I love the game, and the game has been great to me. I've been raised to stay humble, raised to stay grounded. There's a lot of things going on, in my life.
Sure.
Just a lot of them great, and then it's hard not to get high and low, especially throughout the season. But it's just you got to stay, level-headed because that's the only way to succeed.
We have someone who is obviously maybe from the Marquette sports communications department wanted to know who at Marquette was most responsible for your impressive interview abilities. We've had a lot of comments too from people from Marquette. Obviously, you have a lot of support back in your college town.
I love Marquette. I love Milwaukee, love Madison, love back home. They've been great to me. Who's the question?
Who was responsible for your impressive interview abilities? Which I might say you are very.
My mom.
Yeah, your mom. There you go.
Mom.
Sorry, media services staff at Marquette. You can't take credit for that.
They tried. They're gonna laugh.
Yeah.
I'll see them next week.
Kind of a wide open question here. Kelly wants to know what was the most interesting thing that led you to signing with the Trailblazers.
The fact that they came so strong at me. When you really feel like a team wants you and has a need for you and is very interested in you, you can't help but open your eyes to it. I had a great fit at Utah. Everything was going well there, and then Portland just came in and said, we really, really, really want you. And if a team like that happens, you just have to roll with it. It's like, what, that's what every player wants, and every player wants to be wanted. Especially for your services and what you bring and how hard you play. For a team to say, we want that on our team, it's a great feeling.
Let's see here. Kevin wants to know, did you dream of being in the NBA when you were little? And if you weren't in the NBA, what do you think you might be doing?
That's all I dreamed about. It's all I wanted to do, since I was young. If I wasn't here, I don't know what I'd be doing. I try not to think about it because I am here and I just want to be in the moment right now.
Absolutely. Let's see here.
You got a who is Wesley Johnson.
Yeah, that's an email there.
Way to go.
Yeah. That's from Chris Quavisa. You might have already met him too. Hi, KK, if you're still around. Let's see here. You mentioned Nicholas and Ramos. Now, are you excited about playing defense with Nicholas and against some of the great NBA backcourts? I think kind of people are seeing the way this team is shaping up, and they see a guy like you and a guy like Nicholas, both really strong defenders, and I think they kind of get images of really a duo that can really kind of shut down some backcourts in the NBA.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the top elite players in this league are on the wings, and you need players that are willing and able to make their life difficult when they play against you, and at the same time aggressive on the end of the court. Because I mean, when going against a scorer, like a Kobe Bryant or Carmelo or LeBron, yeah, it's one thing to guard them tough on the defense end, but you also have to go at them and wear them out on the other end of the court. If you're a liability, then it's tough. They get to rest on one end and attack you on the other end. That's tough for you.
Sure.
So I mean, I'm excited to play with Nick, with the whole team.
Yeah, and worth pointing out too. We do get a lot of questions about your defense, but you're not such a shabby offensive player yourself. I mean, you've definitely got some skills there. So maybe talk a little about that. I know that kind of maybe you're known as a defender, but obviously you have some pretty good skills on offense as well.
Yeah. I mean, I take pride on both ends of the court.
Mm-hmm.
I work just as hard on offense as I do my defense, and I feel like I might be able to unleash that a little bit more here in Portland with this type of system that we play. And I'm excited. I work on my shooting, I work on ball handling. Naturally I love attacking the basket and making plays at the rim and making plays for others. And so I think that the fans will come to find out that I'm a lot more than just a defender.
I'm sure we will. Taylor wants to know. Well, you first says welcome to Portland. How do you define success personally and as a team?
Getting better every day. Getting better every day. Getting in the gym, busting your butt, getting 1% better than you were the day before, and then I think if you do that as a team and individually, ultimately you're going to win more games than you lose. And I mean that's what I feel is success is making sure that you get better every day.
Another person saying they're pulling for you in Milwaukee, and we'll get one more question here, then we'll let you go. I know it's probably been a busy day for you, so I appreciate you taking some time to talk to us.
Man, you love the fans.
Yeah. Talk a little about the fans too. You mentioned Jazz fans. What have you heard about Trailblazer fans?
I've heard they're great. So I'm expecting them to be great because I know they're expecting me to live up to everything. I'm just messing with them, but I'm sure they're. I know they are because they booed the heck out of us when we came.
There you go. No, it's good you have expectations for the fans. They have expectations for you, and you should have expectations for them. And I think probably in both instances, I think we'll probably exceed expectations.
I'm pretty sure we will.
One last question here, and we will let you go. Guest wants to know, do you have any family joining you here? And kind of maybe just personally talk a little about yourself.
I've got my mom here who raised me. On my left arm, I got a tattoo that says Dynamic Duo, and that's me and my mom. I have my uncle here who played the father figure for me as I was growing up. A very tight-knit family, very close. We all, live under one roof at one point, so I feel like that's how close we are. I mean, that's why we're so close now. Small circle of friends that I've had for a long time who know me for me, not as a basketball player. And, they look out for me and they keep me grounded.
Blazer fan says, I'm the worst interview ever, and that beard is so nasty. And we'll leave it at that. I'm not a great interviewer, but I hope to get better, and I hope that I will show off my skills a little better to you. So, Wesley, once again, we really appreciate it, and good luck here in Portland.
All right,
we'll see you
appreciate you having me.
All right. Take care, everybody.